sign convention. When you use the financial solver, the numbers you put in are either going to be positive or negative. The most common source of errors in this topic is putting in the wrong sign. So, it's on the sheet. Let's imagine I take out a loan. So in a loan, do I give the money to the bank at the start, or does the bank give me money at the start? Yes, I'm borrowing money from the bank. Okay? So at the start, PV, the present value, that's going to be positive. So in a loan, as I've indicated here, ta-da, highlighting. In the loan, PV is positive because the bank is giving you money. What about an annuity? Remember what an annuity is?
That's where the bank takes money from.
Yeah, the bank borrows money from us and they pay us back with interest. So, am I giving money to the bank, or is the bank giving money to me at the beginning of an annuity? We are giving money to them, so we're losing money at the start. So in an annuity, PV is negative. Okay. All right, Taylor's back. So let's go to example number 5. Now, one thing that I've noticed walking around is a lot of you are just writing the answer in your book. Look at that whiteboard at the back. You should be showing your working out like that. You should show all the numbers, and especially if you are using the financial solver more than once in a calculation. Because if you don't write that down, you can't check your work without redoing the whole calculation again. So I want you to set out your working like this. Make it very clear the numbers you put into the financial solver. It'll also make it easier for me to spot a mistake if I look at your work. So, Tom, you're up. Tell me a piece of information I could use in this example.
PV would be negative 75,000.
Okay, great. Why is it negative?
Because he's investing 75,000 into it, so he's giving money. He's losing money.
Okay.
It's a negative number.
Yeah, so I'm giving money to the bank. I'm losing money at the start. All right. Shelley, can you give us another piece of information? Okay. Why is it negative? We are giving money to the bank. Okay, so I'm losing money. Stop that. Okay, Harry, give us another piece of information.
The interest rate is 5%.
Okay. Why don't I divide by 12 here? Open to anyone. I is always the yearly interest rate. So you only divide by 12 when setting up the recurrence relation involving capital R. All right. What are we solving for in this question? Which one am I going to leave blank in the financial solver? How long will it take? So I don't know n, which means if I leave this one blank, I need to supply a number for every other field. So I need a value for FV. Okay, and why is it positive, Harry? Yeah, it's our money. So at the end, to settle everything, the bank needs to pay me that money back. Okay, and we make 12 payments a year. and interest is compounded monthly, which is 12 times a year. All right, so take a moment to do this on the calculator. Was it exactly 39? Yeah. Yeah, so 38 months is not enough to save 150,000.
No. Is it 1732.37 or is that 17? It's not Harry.
Does anyone still need example 5 on the board? Okay, this one's a bit harder. Tom, Harry, you're being a bit silly. You need to settle down. Okay? Okay. Um, this one is quite similar to one of the textbook questions, and there's a few small details I want you to notice. I'll draw attention to them when they come. So, in the interest of time, I will do some of this for you. So, we're taking out a loan of $400,000. So, I'm borrowing money. The bank is going to give me $400,000. Interest rate, 5.2% per year. Compounded monthly. And I think I haven't given you enough information here. The payments are monthly.
Yeah, they are. 30 years.
So what's capital N going to be? Good. So you can just type in 12 times 30. Calculator will do that for you. Okay.
No.
The loan's going to be paid off. So what's the final value? Good. I don't owe any money to the bank. So notice this time we are solving for payments, PMT. So go ahead and do that. What do you get? I'm expecting the payment to be negative because I'm paying money to the bank. $4,435. Thank you. Okay. I want you to pay attention to this very carefully. Can you pay less than 1 cent?
Yes.
Okay. Money is in dollars and cents. So even though the financial solver has given us an amount that has parts of a cent, we can't actually do that in practice. So that's why we actually need to redo this calculation to figure out the final payments. The final payment is usually going to be slightly different because of this rounding issue here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the calculation, but I'm going to round that payment to the nearest cent. So again, N, I, PV, FV, CPY, and PPY will be the same. But this time, I'm going to round payment to the nearest cent. Sorry, final value is not 0. Okay, so here I've rounded to the nearest cent. Go ahead and do that now. You'll need to delete FV. What value do you get for FV now? Okay. Let's interpret this value. Tom and Harry, you better get this question right on the sack. Or similar.
The only question I'll get right.
Now you'll get more than this. Okay. We've got a negative value here. So think about this carefully. If I pay 2196.44 every month for 30 years, the final value of this loan is minus $3. So what does that mean? I can't ask you these questions, by the way, when you're on your own in the exam or during the SAT. It's your job to do this. So what does this mean?
It means that the future value.
Yeah, so we need to decide what this means. Does this mean the bank owes me $3? Or I owe the bank $3?
The bank owes you $3.
It's negative. So I actually think this means I owe the bank $3. I need to pay the bank $3.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
But what if I say no?
Wait.
So think about it.
Yeah, but if you think
This is the future, right? So in order to settle everything, I need to pay the bank $3. Money is moving away from me to the bank.
But
Maya, do you want to say something?
Because 0.0035 would amount to $3.04. Yeah, over the years.
Yeah, so if you pay just a little bit more, you get to 0. This is slightly less. See how this is slightly less than this? So if we pay slightly less, I haven't got enough to pay the bank. So I actually really like Maya's explanation. This is smaller than the payment, so naturally that means I'll have underpaid the loan. I've underpaid the loan by $30.04. So the regular payment needs to be 2196.44. Notice that that's an amount in dollars and cents and no parts of the cents, because you can't pay money in parts of the cents. Now, I owe the bank $3.04.
196.44 plus $3.043.
That's it?
Yep.
So just round to the nearest cents. Okay. All right, last question. This one, the financial solver won't do for you. You've got to interpret it. What is the interest earned on this loan? So this is from the point of the view of the bank. So this is what's happened. You borrowed $400,000 from the bank, and over the course of 30 years, you made 359 payments on this, and 1 payment on this.
Times the regular payment by 3. Oh, yeah.
Okay?
That's a big number.
We're still not finished. What else do we need to do?
Then you add the last payment.
Great.
How much interest that?
It's a lot of interest, isn't it? That's why the banks make so much money.
So they earn that on top of the 400,000 that they get back. Wankers. What's the interest rate? Wait, 5.2%. you're paying back almost half, like double.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, in case it's not clear, what's up, Maya?
Oh. Wow.
The reason it's 147 or 48.
Nope, I just added it wrong. Thank you.
Despicable Me.
Okay, what is this number here? 790,721. What does that number represent?
The amount, the total amount paid.
The total amount paid. So if I know that the total amount I pay back on this loan is 790k, subtract 400,000 to go to find the difference. So look at that. Over the course of 30 years, the bank made almost $400,000 off us. So if you want to make money, open a bank. Remember when Westpac got fined like $700 million? It's probably just a small scratch on the amount of money that they have.
How much they get for?
I think it was $700 million. You know, it probably didn't even hurt them a bit.
Oh, how did they get sued? What for?
Huh?
What did they get sued for?
I think it was money laundering.
Oh,
And like, and there were some links to like pedophile rings overseas or something. Because you're doing online transfers, right? And that can include to dodgy parties.
Ah.
Yeah, so international law is an issue there. Okay, so that is exercise 8F. Next week, we will start doing more challenging questions where we have to use the financial solver maybe 2 or 3 times to do one question. So, in order to be up to date next week, you should have up to 8F done. I know we're all at different places.
Up to AF or up to
You
complete?
should finish AF.
I'm up to
Good
AF.
thing you clarified that.
I'm up to AF. Ready?
Alright, yes. Alright, please continue and speak up if you need any help. Got about 20 minutes left.